University Heights is an east side suburb of Cleveland, and in today's video, we're going to check out all about University Heights, Ohio. Hi guys, I'm Patty with Patty Sells CLE, and welcome back to my channel, Living in Cleveland, where I make videos about all things Cleveland, Northeast Ohio, Northwest Ohio, even down south. If you don't want to miss any of my videos, you know what to do. Hit the subscribe, hit the bell, hit the like, make a comment. I appreciate it. Okay, yes, I'm wearing the same outfit I was wearing in my previous video because I'm making all these videos in one day. Yesterday we went out to the east side. We started at Shaker, and then right next to Shaker is University Heights. And then we followed up with Cleveland Heights and University Circle. So the holidays are coming. I need to get these videos ready to go so that you don't miss a week of any videos. So, Shaker Heights, beautiful. I'm waiting for that video to get uploaded now. So right next to Shaker Heights is University Heights. So, interesting thing about University Heights, it's right next to obviously Shaker, and it's also borders Beechwood, Cleveland Heights, and South Euclid. And those areas are so, like, obviously when you're in Shaker, you know you're in Shaker. But you cross into University Heights, if there wasn't a sign, I wouldn't know because the houses are still very, very similar. Same thing with like South Euclid, Cleveland Heights, very similar. Maybe not so much South Euclid. But out on these east side suburbs, this is where we have a lot of colleges and universities out there. And University Heights is home to John Carroll University, which is where I went my freshman year. And so did all my friends from Magnificat and St. Ignatius. So, which is probably, I only lasted a year because I felt like I was in high school still. But all my best friends, they all graduated from there. My best friend, Mary, I introduced her to her now husband. They've been married for 25, almost 26 years now. I introduced them, took them on their first date. We went and saw Big at the Cedar Lee Theater, which is in Cleveland Heights, and you'll see that in the Cleveland Heights video. Sorry, hubby, I cannot talk to you right now. So, John Carroll, beautiful campus, and when you get to the video, you'll see it. Very small Jesuit Catholic university. I enjoyed my freshman year there. I pledged a sorority. I don't know. I wanted to explore and do something different. So I ended up at Cleveland State. Changed my major like 3 times. Started as an education major at John Carroll. Thought maybe I wanted to do some art. Tried some art for a while. Then I had to do a prerequisite and took an accounting class and ended up sticking with accounting. I got my accounting degree, which I don't know why, because I am not an attention to detail person. And went back and got after graduating with accounting, got an accounting job working for Dick Jacobs, who at the time owned the Cleveland Indians, hated it, went back to school, got my teaching certificate, there's that, and now I sell real estate. What are you gonna do? So John Carroll, beautiful campus, very small, very walkable. None of my kids opted to go there. They all headed down south, one to Ohio State and the other 3 to Ohio University. So back to University Heights. It's less than 2 miles. It's a very, very small community. In fact, they don't even have their own school system. They share it with Cleveland Heights. So it's the Cleveland Heights University Heights School District. The schools get a D, ODE. They are not known for good schools. But the median income level in University Heights is almost $80,000. So I don't understand. Well, let me tell you. And you drive around these neighborhoods, and when I was driving around John Carroll and the surrounding neighborhoods, I saw Ignatius signs, St. Ignatius signs in the front yards. Jesu is the parochial school right across the street from John Carroll. So this is a neighborhood. There are more affluent families, and these are more affluent families are sending their kids to parochial schools. Much like in the city of Cleveland, where I was raised. There was no way my parents, after the whole busing thing, which I think I mentioned in my previous video, when busing happened, Cleveland schools used to be great, and then busing happened, and they just went down the drain. In the neighborhood I grew up, we all went to Catholic school. We all went to Our Lady of Angels. You just didn't send your kids to the public schools. So same thing with Cleveland Heights, University Heights. The more affluent families are sending their kids to a private school. And out that way, like I said, in the last video, you had Laurel Girls School, Hathaway Brown Girls School, University School for Boys. You know, St. Ignatius is right down in downtown Cleveland. So that's an all-boys school. There's Beaumont out that way. I think that's in Cleveland Heights, which is an all-girls school. So those are high schools. So there's options that way for parochial schools. University Heights is nicknamed the City of Beautiful Homes. So a lot of the homes now, there are no for sale. There's actually 26 active listings as of 5 minutes ago. The least expensive one is $125,000, cute little house, and the most expensive one is $699,900, which is a nice house. So not that there aren't $1 million homes, there's just none for sale right now. It's actually kind of surprising that there's this many active listings in a town that's so small. It's less than 2 miles. And why is this? I don't know. There's at this time, you know, there's not, the real estate market's been crazy and everybody's been saying there's no inventory. Well, you go to University Heights, you got plenty to pick from, and most of the houses are in the 200,000s. Now, you're not going to get a big house in that price range. You're going to get about 2,000 square feet at the most. Another reason might be the tax rate. I keep saying Shaker Heights, University Heights, Cleveland Heights have the highest tax rates in all of Cuyahoga County, and University Heights comes in at, I think it's more than, that comes in at 4.05. Shaker was 4.01, and then Cleveland Heights is, hold on, I'm looking it up. Cleveland Heights is 4.03, so University Heights has the highest of the three at 4.05. Compared to Independence, which has the lowest at 1.92. So double. So actually one of my first listings I had was in University Heights. This couple, I was selling my grandparents' house in Geauga County in Chesterland, and they needed to sell their house. So I listed it. This house was beautiful, and I took my middle daughter, Erin, to show for the photographer, and she was with me, and she's like, why are they moving to Grandma's house? This house is so nice. And I don't think I sold it for more than I think I sold it for less than 170. And this was probably 4 or 5 years ago. And the thing is, because the taxes are so high, and this house, and I told them, I go, if this house was in River or somewhere on the west side, Lakewood was a beautiful brick home. If it was somewhere on the west side with lower taxes, they could have gotten so much more money. It would have been in the 200s, but I think because of the tax rate, it really keeps the prices of the homes down. In fact, I didn't mention this in the Shaker video, but when I first started with another brokerage, I worked in the downtown area of Cleveland, West 25th Street, and I would get all these listings of Shaker and University Heights. I would tell my husband, I'm like, oh my God, we should think about moving out there. You get this beautiful house for $250. And he goes, did you look at the taxes? I'm like, oh no. Crazy taxes. Like you have to add $1,000 to your payment just from the taxes. So University Heights, on top of that, you know, you got to factor in, if you have a family, you may not want your kids to go to the school systems. You're going to have to factor in tuition. And I don't know that you can get vouchers out there. I know that's a Cleveland thing. If you're a resident of the city of Cleveland, you are eligible to get a voucher for any private school, but I don't think in the suburbs you're eligible for that. One interesting thing, so not only does University Heights share a school district, it also shares the library system, the post office, and they all have the same zip code. So can you really tell the difference between University Heights and Cleveland Heights? I can, because I went to John Carroll, and I also, South Euclid is right next to it too, and that's home of Notre Dame College, where I got my master's degree. So I can, because I've spent so much time out there, but I think, yeah, and then you go right down the road, you go past South Euclid, and boom, you're right there at Beechwood Mall. So everything's so close together there, but the housing in University Heights and Cleveland Heights are very similar. A lot of brick colonials, whereas South Euclid, it has a lot of the colonials, but they're slightly different. I don't know. It's just weird how to tell the difference between these three suburbs. But You know, a lot of colonials, they all kind of look the same. When we get to the video, you'll see it, but safe neighborhood, very walkable. When I was a freshman in college, I had to do a field thing. I was in the education major. I had to walk to this school, and it was so far away, but I completely, because I didn't have a car my freshman year. Thanks a lot, Mom and Dad. So I had to walk to this school. I'll never forget, I go there twice a week, and my roommate Colin would be like, she's like, you gotta go to that damn school again? I'm like, oh my God, it took me like 45 minutes to walk there. It was crazy, but beautiful houses to look at. Yeah, well taken care of, very walkable streets, lots of shopping out there. It's home to a Whole Foods. And then across the street from the Whole Foods is like, Whole Foods is in University Heights. You go across the street, you're in South Euclid, and that's where Cedar Center is, which has like a Target, Macy's, you name it, has all the shopping there. And like I said, and you go down the road, we used to go to Beechwood Mall all the time. Here's something interesting. Niche.com rates University Heights an A+. So it gives the schools a B-, which is weird because I think it takes into account the parochial schools. That's all I can think of. And the medium the medium income is almost $80,000. I think I mentioned that. Let's see. Oh, University Heights is home to one of the youngest communities in the region, including both students and families. A lot of people, I don't know, maybe they graduate from John Carroll and they love the neighborhood because they spent 4 years there that they decide to stay. So who knows, but it's a young, and I think of University Heights as a young community, lots of young families. In fact, when I was there, you know, we would see the kids walk into Jesu grade school. So pretty neat. But yeah, overall, University Heights, great little college town, home to Geraci's Pizza, which is amazing. And we're getting ready to go to Florida, so we didn't stop because we're trying to recuperate from Thanksgiving dinner, and we have to get in a bathing suit in 2 weeks. So normally if we're out that way, we would stop at Geraci's. But stick around, check out University Heights, and coming up next week is going to be Cleveland Heights, which offers even more than University Heights. But like I said, they're so close together that either or, Shaker, University Heights, Cleveland Heights, South Euclid, you get to experience all the amenities because they're just so close to each other. So thanks for watching and enjoy University Heights.